All right, welcome to Sin Bin Stream tonight in NHL hockey action. We start out with the Philadelphia Flyers at the Montreal Canadiens, and then we will cap off the. Hang on, audio's good. We will cap off the evening with the Detroit Red Wings at Vegas Golden Knights. Mammoth Sabres, Bruins Islanders, Hurricanes Rangers, all about to get started around the same time as this one. Oh, I forgot to do the poll. No roster report yet, even though interesting. Okay. Well, let's get the poll going. Now we have the roster report. All right, here we go. Let's make sure everything's muted. There we go. Dvorak and Caulfield. Okay. So Dan Vladar in net for Philly, and Sam Montebilt. Montebilt. You know what? I should get Hockey Reference up and get some of these pronunciations, I think. Let me listen in. Vladar. Montebo. Okay, it is Montebo. Got it. Vladar versus Montebo. Montebo. Sorry. I get it one of these times. All right, let's try to get the poll going. All right, who wins in Montreal tonight? Flyers, who will come in, let's see, 6-5-1. Tied with Islanders and Capitals at 6-5-1. And Montreal, who's on top of the Eastern, or Atlantic Division at 9-3-0. All right, poll is set. Wow, this camera is like way overexposed. Oh, okay, they had a lot of light in the venue, I guess, or something. All right, I guess we're just about ready for the opening face-off. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday and are ready for Tuesday night hockey, and we are underway. All right, Canadians in their traditional red like this, going jerseys with blue pants and helmets, going right to left on the just like the diagram is here. Down low to the near far face-off circle to make it, and up the far boards, not out. Canadians can't keep it in. And the Flyers have it, and they send it around the boards, kept in at the blue line, dumped into the near corner. And the Canadians have it behind their own net. No shots on goal yet. Looks like both teams got some changes already. Dumped into the far corner, and Montreal trying to dig it out. Behind the net to Vladar. Up the far boards. Kept in by Montreal. Sent. It hits the backboards. Hit the side of the net. Still a battle in the far corner. Montreal, and now it's the Flyers puck and make a center ice pass, and it's taken away. They try to get a quick line change. Montreal countering in the near corner, battle for the puck. Looked like Sanheim gets it out of there. And there's a chase. They wave off the icing. Flyers have it in the far corner in their O zone. Blue line pass. Shot. Deflected and in for a goal at 18:04. Whoops, forgot to unmute. Number 10, Brink on the goal for the Flyers. Deflected in on a long shot. Brink, it says, unassisted at 154. We'll see if they add any. Yeah, up the far boards, kept in, shot, and yeah, deflected from the near face-off circle. What a great deflection. Yeah, deflected like right around here. Nothing Montebo could do. And it's 1-0 Flyers. Under 18 to go. Brink from Sanheim and York, according to the TV broadcast. Yeah, definitely on the shot or the pass that set it up. Sanheim a shot and a save by Montebo. And finally a whistle at 17:39. 2 shots on goal, Philly. Yeah, Brink, his 4th goal from Sanheim and York. As we get a good look at it again. Great deflection off the stick. Beat Montebo blocker side. Just under the bar. Great deflection. Good hand-eye coordination. Montreal wins the draw. They have it in the far face-off circle. They get it to neutral ice, down the length of the ice. Oilers take a hit in the near corner and send it out to neutral ice. Now it's knocked back in to the far corner. And into the... Nope. Right in front of the Montreal bench, but the Flyers take control. And now they will try to chip it in from the red line off the far boards. Battle in the far corner for the puck. 17 minutes to go, first period. Sent down the length of the ice, and this looks like it's going to be icing. Nope. My mistake. Sanheim sends a pass into the near boards, dumped in by the Flyers, and now we get a whistle at 16:43. All right. All right, let me double check the shots on goal. Still 2-0 Flyers. No shots on goal yet for Montreal. Yeah, they're showing ads, and I've got the Montreal feed. The ads in front of the screen, and meanwhile the game's going on. 16 and a half to go. First period. Chipped in to the near boards, or near corner, behind the net. Puck up the near boards. Shot that is blocked. Kept in by Montreal. The shot was by Matheson, number 8. Montreal is actually 3-1-0 when the opponent scores first this year because they are 9-3 on the season. All right, behind his own net, Montebo has it, and he gets it to Matheson, and they are getting line changes. Matheson to center ice, dumped into the far corner. Pass to Demidov, and they work it over to the near face-off circle, and somebody had a good tipped opportunity in front of the crease and couldn't cash it in. Looks like it went high or wide or got deflected to the near side, and now the Flyers play it up the near boards. Wrong orange team. All right, sent to the near boards. Montreal can't get it out. Now they do. Near the penalty box area, but whoa, what a hit. Somebody got popped. And down low, tough angle shot. The net almost got knocked off the moorings. I don't know if that was a save. They did credit the Canadiens with a shot on goal finally. Flyers tried to center it, and they got it out of their own zone, and it's dumped in by Montreal. That was Doc on the dump in. Puck, and it looks like we got a penalty coming up, unless this is delayed offsides at 14:41. What's the call here? Oh, went off the post. That's why it had such a weird carom. He hit the goal post on that deflection. That's why we had such a weird deflection. All right, no penalty. It must have been a delayed offsides. All right, puck is behind the Habs or the Canadiens net into the near boards. Near corner, looks like it got flipped over the netting, over into the netting at 14:24. Yeah, Demidov had a pretty good shot. I think that's the one that got credited. It was a tough angle. And hello, Sinbin Admin. Thank you. All right, still. Now they took a shot away. Now it's back to 2-0. I guess that one wasn't on net. They kicked somebody out of the draw. Now we're finally got the draw. Matheson flips it into the crowd. Was it deflected? The Flyers are saying it wasn't. And apparently it wasn't. Matheson, 2-minute minor. Puck over glass. Hello, Derek. Yeah, all right. Matheson flipped it over the boards, so that's a penalty for delay of game. And the first power play will go to the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, hello, Derek. Hello, Father Time. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. All right, power play for the Flyers. And the Canadiens clear it down the length of the ice from the near corner. The Flyers take it from behind their own net. Drysdale. Drop pass. Now they work it through the neutral zone into the O zone. Send it into the near corner. Canadiens battling. And we got another penalty. Who's this one on? At 13:53. It might be another Montreal penalty. Noah Dobson, number 53. Cross check. Where was this? It's in the near corner. Oh, yeah, he got Brink. That was dangerous. Brink almost hit his face on the boards. That was dangerous. Wow. All right, let's make sure we're live on ESPN Plus. Never know. It says we are. All right, still 2-0 shots on. Well, now they say well, we'll get that in a minute. All right, 5-on-3 now for the Flyers. Shot. I think that was deflected wide. Yeah, Noah Dobson for cross-checking Brink. Battle on the near boards for the puck. And worked free to the neutral zone. I think they gave Montreal their shot on goal back. So it's 2-1 now. But 1-0 and the 5-on-3 two-man advantage for the Flyers. Near face-off circle, back to the far face-off circle, down low, face-off dot. And now they switch places, near face-off circle. And far face-off circle shot, rebound controlled by Montreal. They can't get it out of their own end, though. Pass to the near face-off circle. Man, they're not identifying anybody out there right now. Zagras with it. Near face-off circle shot and another goal. at 12:53 for the Flyers on the power play. Looks like York got credited with it. Brink, now York from Zegras or Zegras, we'll say Zegras, and Konechny on the power play. So they still have a 5-on-4, but that'll kill the 5-on-3. They still got a 5-on-4 for another minute. 2-0 Flyers. Center ice draw at 12:53. Canadians dump it into the near corner. And behind the net. Yeah, that's the most you can have, unless somebody pulls the goalie. Then you could have a 6-on-3, but then you got an empty net. A lot of teams do have to do it, but yeah. Good shot. And again, from the point for the Flyers, that is saved. Near face-off circle. Shot, big save, and a rebound, and another goal. 12-10. What is going on here in Montreal? So 2 power play goals, and they've got a 3-0 lead. We're not even 8 minutes into the game. And that'll do it for the power play. But they cash in on both penalties. Great passing. Big rebound, and Brink gets another goal. He has 2 tonight in a matter of less than 6 minutes. This one from Cates and Zegras. 5-1 now. Shots on goal. 12-10. Montreal's got to wake up. I don't know if they thought they had easy pickings here with the Flyers, but they're... All right, it's 3-0. For some reason, TV still had 2-0. They still have 2-0. Now they got 3-0 at 11:53. I don't know what the Montreal broadcast was doing. Flyers have it near boards. Sent around to the far side, far corner. And the Flyers take it over at neutral ice. They're trying to get a line change. They dump it in and chase it up the near boards. Montreal takes over in the near corner. Big hit. Dump it into the far corner. And a battle in the near corner. Still not out. And over by the Flyers bench. And it gets deflected, I think, into the bench area. Should have our first media timeout here at 11:09. 3-0 Flyers. And we're not even 9 minutes in. Holy Toledo. 6-1 shots on goal. Let's see. So, again, Bobby Brink, his 4th from Sanheim, and York opened up the scoring at 1:56. Then Cam York off the power play from Zegras, and Konechny. I should look up the pronunciation real quick. And then Brink again is 5th on the power play from Cates and Zegras. So they're 2 for 2 on the power play off the 2 penalties against Montreal. Thanks. They don't give a pronunciation. Trevor Zegras. We'll say Zegras. Oh, he's American, so who knows? Anybody else we can't pronounce? Vladar and Montebo are in net. I already forgot how to say Jacob, Dobes. Yeah, let me look up that. He's not. I saw him in the other Canadiens game. I did. Why don't they have? Oh, here it is. Yeah, Dobish or Dobish. Yeah, Dobish. Oh no! Tell me the app just crashed. Please don't. Okay, we're alive. Not gonna mess with it. All right, back underway. Zegrish. Zegrish? Seriously? Zegrish. Or Zegrish. I don't know. At any rate, back underway. And we got another penalty at 10:52. Let's listen in. Interference on 24. That would be Nick Seeler. So Montreal heads to the power play at 10:52. Oh, to every name. That's right. All right, Montreal power play. We got Suzuki on the draw for the Canadiens. They keep it in. Dump it to the far corner. Back to the blue line. Far face-off circle. Cross-ice pass into the near boards. Near face-off circle, Suzuki lost the handle, and the Flyers poke it into the Canadiens' end defensive zone, and now they bring it out. Looks like Suzuki into the and passes to the right wing near face-off circle. Oh, that shot must have missed. They had a great opportunity, and it looks like the puck went into the bench area. Caulfield, I think, didn't cash in there. We had let's see. We had Caulfield, Demidov, Suzuki, Slevkovsky, and Hudson. Well, yeah, thanks to the pregame, I did hear Montebo is the Montreal goalie because it's not spelled that way. 10:02 to go, first period. Now under 10. All right, neutral ice to the near boards. And the Montreal loses the puck, and the Flyers clear it down the length of the ice. They've already killed over a minute. Still 6-1 shots on goal Flyers and 3-0 on the scoreboard. Drop pass up to the near boards. Drop pass again. Bolduc had it. They get it over to Doc. Far face-off circle. Puck gets free, and the Flyers clear it again. 25 seconds to go in the power play for Montreal. And another drop pass. Montreal dumps it in. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Doc was there. Bolduc sends it around to the far corner. Less than 5 on the power play, and the Flyers clear it down the length of the ice, and now we are back at 5-on-5. So 0 for 1 on the power play, no shots for Montreal. Matheson behind his own net, and he sends it to the near boards. Now we're in front of the Habs bench. Matheson and a whistle. What was this for? At 8:33. Are they offsides or what? And we get the under 10 media timeout. All right, let's look at these goal visualizers that we've gotten. So number 10, Brink gets the first goal. This was 5-on-5. So he's in the far boards. He deflects it. Yeah, it was a great deflection off his stick. The pass or the shot was from like halfway between the blue line. Here, we'll just do it again. Well, halfway between the blue line and the top of the face-off circle, and he deflected it in this area, and it beat Montebeau to the blocker side high. So his right. The goalie's right. All right, this time York. He's number 8 back here near the blue line. Skates to the near face-off circle, and a blast beats him. Must have been glove side. That was a power play goal, and as was Brink's second goal, number 10. I think he gets a big rebound in front of the net. Yeah, big rebound, and he just cleaned it up right there, just outside the crease. Not really Montebeau's fault on any of these. A deflection, a big rebound, I suppose you could blame on him. But, yeah, not much going Montreal's way so far. Whoops. Dobish. That's who Dobes is. That's right. Okay, I was trying to hear his pronunciation, but he is not in net tonight. It's Montebeau. And so far it's 3-0 Flyers. And are we ever going to get a face-off draw? All right, Montreal wins the draw and dumps it in to the near corner. Battle for the puck on the near boards. Flyers have it, and Brink backhands it down the length of the ice. Played in the near boards by Montreal. They have it near the penalty box area, but now a steal or takeaway. Brink in the far boards. A shot. I think that was blocked. Don't think that was on net. Canadians got it into the O-zone. Pinch, but can't keep it in. Montreal trying to get a line change. Philly dumps it in. And Montreal play it out of their own end. Struble with the puck. He skates behind their Montreal net. And now it's dumped in from the red line by Slafkovsky. All right. Flyers get it out of their own end. Not icing. Montebeau plays it. Looks like Matheson has it behind his own net, and he makes a pass to the near boards. Skated at neutral ice and dumped in. I think by Newhook. I see Suzuki's out there again. Slafkovsky digging in the corner. York there for Philly. Flyers going to skate it out of their own end and try to dump it in from neutral ice. Dobson takes it behind his own net for Montreal, gets it to Matheson. Matheson looking, I think they're trying to get their forwards changed probably. Up the near boards. And battle for the puck in the near corner. Dobson there. I believe Newhook is there. Kept in at the blue line. Montreal shot. I think that was deflected wide. And the Flyers clear it, but I believe this is icing. And it is at 6:22 to go, first period. 6-1 shots on goal, Philly, and 3-0 on the scoreboard. Now let's check the... We got 5 votes, 3 for the Canadians, 2 for the Flyers. On who wins. All right, face off. Dumped behind the Flyers net. And they send it to center ice. Dumped in by Philly. And battle in the far corner. Montreal sends it up. And, I thought it was out. Okay, it was. We're going the other way. Montreal drop pass. Sends it along the near boards. Flyers take it out to neutral ice and dump it into the far corner and go for a line change. That is Hudson behind his own net. Now he's on the breakout. Gets it to Doc, who dumps it in to the near corner. Flyers have it up the near boards, and they pass to the blue line. Centering pass, far face-off circle, shot, rebound into the near corner, and got to neutral ice, and the Canadiens briefly had it. Flyers trying to work it out of the zone. They finally do get it to the red line and dumped in. Konechny, I think, was trying to get it in. Now the Flyers have it in their own end. York and Sanheim, I think, got it out of there. On net, it is 7-1 shots on goal, and I think this long dump-in is going to count too, so we'll just go 8-1 to match NHL.com. 4:44 in the first. Puck is free. Flyers get it out of their own end. Up ahead. Drop pass to the center. Shot and a good save by Montembeault to keep it 3-0. And at 4:33. Pretty good shot. Okay, that was the shot. The dump-in shot didn't count. So 8. Nope, they say 9-1 on NHL.com. The Montreal feed's just behind. You know what? I think we're going to try the Flyers feed. See how that one does for the last 4.5 minutes and see if it's any better. Usually the Canadian feeds are good, but I don't know. Maybe it's the difference between TSN and... okay, that's not the game I wanted. Didn't even have the right game. Let's try the Flyers broadcast. Just for the last... Try to make a decision for the second period. All Flyers, 9-1 shots on goal, 3-0 on the scoreboard, 2 for 2 on the power play. Canadians 0 for 1. Brink with 2 goals, York with the other. They each had a power play goal. Brink had a 5-on-5 goal. Let's check the other games. Mammoth Sabres scoreless. Buffalo on the power play in Buffalo with 2:04 to go in the first. In Long Island, no score. Bruins Islanders. They're already to the first intermission. Hurricanes up 1-0. Ehlers with a power play goal from Walker and Aho. 3:24 in the first. And in about a half hour, we'll get Oilers Stars, Predators Wild. Don't forget tonight, Red Wings Golden Knights, 9 Central after this game. All right, let's make sure we are live on the Flyers feed. We'll try that for the remainder of the first period and make a decision for the second period. Getting a look at the recent scoring opportunities for the Flyers on replay. All right, far face-off circle in the Montreal end. Brink, I think, took the draw. Flyers, let's see, can't control it. Canadians come out the other way. Under 4:20 to go. Flyers going the other way. Montreal didn't do anything. Brink in the near boards, a spin move. Back to the blue line. And Caulfield with a long shot that got deflected. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Sanheim. My bad. Another one, a long shot deflected into the boards. And Philly takes it to the neutral ice. 3:51 to go, first period. And 10-1 shots on goal, Philadelphia. All right, battle for the Flyers have it. Red line. They got a couple changes. They dump it in. Zegras battling for it in the near corner. Finally, the Canadians get it going the other way. Demidov took a hit, worked it into the near boards. Flyers take over. And finally flip it out of their own end and chase it down in the far corner. Somebody took a spill and then tripped a Canadian. No call on either team. And we're going the other way. New hook with Demidov. No, that's not Demidov. Sorry, that is Kapanen. But nothing came of it. Flyers dumped it out. Montreal has it. Somebody just fell down again. No call. This is in front of the Flyers bench to a Canadian. All right, sent up the near boards down the length of the ice. I don't think anybody touched it, but Montembeault played it into the near corner. Both teams battling for the puck in the near corner. Still waiting. Nobody's dug it out yet. Gaucher, Gaucher, is there for the Flyers. Montreal, they still can't dig it out. 2:02 to go in the first. Now it's free. Oh, Flyers had, Montreal had it going, and then the Flyers picked it up. Oh, man, Doc just got dumped. He's getting hit in the far corner. No call. He's trying to freeze the puck up against the boards. And now he's finally on his feet. Hathaway lost his helmet for the Flyers, it looks like. Bolduc gives him a little bit of a tap. And, all right, they're having trouble following the puck. So I think we're done with the Philly broadcast. Shot finally on net by Montreal from the near faceoff circle. Yeah, we will gladly go back to the Montreal feed because the Philly guy can't even, or the person operating the camera can't even follow the puck. 10-2 shots on goal, a little bit over a minute to go. Flyers dump it in. Ugh, yeah, this is brutal. Looked like the Flyers had a chance in front of the net. And centering pass, good shot and a blocker, stick side shoulder save by Montembeault. Keeps it 3-0, 11-2 shots on goal. We're coming up on the end of the first period, but we still got 40 seconds to go. Now 36. Seconds to go. And puck is knocked into the netting at 27.6, 11-2 shots on goal. Yeah, we are going back. Hey, Mac, hello to you. Mac says hello to Sinbin Admin, to Father Time in the chat. She says, hope you're all having a good day. Hope you're having a great day too, Mac. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, that was a great save by Montembeault. A good shrug of the shoulders and saved it. Zegras. No, he's not on the draw. He's just at the right wing. Yeah, they identify a few players, but, man, their camera is really bad, so I'm not going to stay on this for the second. Backhanded and a glove save by Montembeault again at 17.1. Yeah, we'll leave it at 18. 12-2 shots on goal for the Flyers. Ugh, yeah, even their replay cameras are terrible too. I don't know if they have their own cameras or what, but I'm going to go back to Montreal after the end of this period. All right, Montreal sends it in behind their own net. That is Dobson with it at neutral ice. Dumps it into the near boards. He gets it back in the near corner, but it's flipped by the Flyers. I can't believe we got a gnat in here. And that's the end of the first. 11. Now they say 11-2 shots on goal. But I got to get my timer for the second period first. End of the first period, 11-2 in shots on goal for Philly and 3-0 on the scoreboard. Unbelievable. All right, yeah, we are going back to the Montreal feed because unless it's the same camera crew and I don't know. Yes, let's try the Canadiens again. All right, end of the first, Flyers 3, Canadiens 0. Again, Brink from Sanheim and York, 156 into the first period. York on the power play because of the Matheson delay a game puck over glass from Zagras and Konechny. Excuse me. And Brink again on the power play after the Noah Dobson cross-checking of Brink from Cates and Zagras. All right, let's try to get the pronunciations back up. Let me... Oh, yeah, Zegrish. Sorry, Zegrish. Grihs. Zegrish, I guess. Zegris? No, we'll say, yeah, Zegris. Zegris, not, you know. All right, we'll go with Zegris. Zegris, okay. Trevor. Trevor. Zegris. All right, Zegris. Got it. We can check later again. All right, don't forget tonight, 9 o'clock Central, a little over 2 hours from now, we'll have Detroit Red Wings at Vegas Golden Knights tonight. And then tomorrow night, another doubleheader, Utah Mammoth at Toronto Maple Leafs at 6 p.m. Central, and then San Jose Sharks at Seattle Kraken at 9 o'clock Central. Thursday, Sun has flag football. It's kind of hard to get back with, you know, in time for kickoff by the after the game ends. So we're gonna do Florida Panthers at Los Angeles Kings. Friday night we'll be back with the NBA on Prime Video. Houston Rockets at San Antonio Spurs, 6:30 Central. Followed by Golden State Warriors at Denver Nuggets, 9 o'clock, thereabouts, Central. Saturday night, we'll go with Colorado Avalanche at Edmonton Oilers. Sunday, there's a Berlin, Germany game at 8:30. I believe it's Falcons Colts. We'll do that. And then the rest of the night, I think we're going to do a doubleheader for hockey at 6 and 9. They don't always have late games on Sunday, but this week they do. And then we'll have Monday night football, Philadelphia Eagles at Green Bay Packers. So we'll stick with NBA on Prime on Friday night. We'll do, you know, at least a couple football games usually a week. You know, if the Packers are on, going to do that. And we'll do the 8:30 international games. I think there's only this Sunday and the following Sunday. And if the Monday night games are good matchups or Thursday night, we can get back to that. But again, Thursday night, my son does play flag football, so it can be difficult to get back before kickoff. I know he's got a late game. I may have to take a Thursday completely off because he's got a late game that I may not get back in time. All right, so we did get the poll. I had almost forgotten. We got 7 votes, 57%. Canadiens 43% for the Flyers. All right. All right, let's check the other games. Again, Mammoth Sabres, no score in Buffalo. First intermission. Bruins Islanders in Long Island, New York. No score, first intermission. Canes up 1-0 on the Rangers at Madison Square Garden in New York. Thanks to Ehlers' power play goal from Walker and Aho. Oilers Stars, less than 20 minutes till the first face-off. And Predators Wild, same thing. Later tonight, Lightning Avalanche. I don't get that. It's on TNT and HBO Max. Same with Hurricanes Rangers. Plus, don't like to do games 2.5 hours apart if I can help it. You know, NBA on Prime on Friday night, the exception. But we'll have Red Wings Golden Knights, but also Panthers Ducks will be getting underway then, and Jets Kings the late 9:30 start. I'm trying to avoid 9:30 starts. That means I'll be live streaming past midnight. Try to avoid that. Let's see. It's Tuesday. About the only other thing going on would be NBA, I guess. All right, let's. Oh, they do say 12-2 shots on goal. They keep messing with it. So 12-2 Flyers shots on goal. Yeah, Sealer had a 2-minute penalty for interference on Gallagher, but Montreal didn't even get a shot off, I think, on that power play. 13-5 face-offs in favor of the Canadiens. That's about the only thing they're doing right. They're Montreal 0-for-1 on the power play. Flyers 2-for-2. 10-6 hits, 10-6 hits favoring Montreal. 5-1 block shots. Flyers. Giveaways 4-3 Montreal. Takeaways 2-0 Flyers. Second game of the series will be in Montreal, December 16th, and then the third and final game between these conference rivals. Man, they only play 3 intra-division in their conference. It's so wild. In Philly, April 14th. Father Time says, hi, Mac. Hope you're doing well. All right, going to take a quick break. And then I'll be back. We'll leave the scores up here in case anybody comes out. Looks like Bruins Islanders about set to get underway, and Mammoth Sabres will be back underway soon as well. I guess we've got the slowest game. We did have 3 goals, though. So, all right, please like and or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, and that will in turn help grow the channel. And I thank you for your support. We're at 799 subs. Maybe we can get to 800 tonight. So, but I thank you for return viewers for your continued support. Welcome all new members as well. Oh, we got Grey Cup playoffs already in the CFL. Alouettes and Tiger Cats. Montreal versus Hamilton coming up. All right, let's get a little music queued up, and then I'll take a break. Hey, thanks. We do have 12 likes on the live stream. Oh, we are 50-50 on the vote. 4-4 Flyers, Canadiens on who will win in the voting. All right. Let's get some music real quick. Wait a minute. I don't have no idea what music I've played recently. All right, we'll go with this one. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back, and let's kill the music. There we go. And Taylor, yeah, got your message. Yeah, we'll do. We're doing Falcons. Let's see, Falcons, Colts, and Eagles, Packers. There we go. It is Tuesday, you know. I just didn't. I don't know. I don't know. Hockey's been doing well. We'll continue to do. Excuse me. We'll continue to do Friday night doubleheader on Prime. NBA. We'll try to do Packer games, and we'll try to make sure there's only 2 international games left. So, I don't know. NFL's tough. It's really tough. But there we go. Oh, yeah, no, I'll take it down. I'll take it down. Whoops. Yeah, we're getting set for the third, not the third period. That would be the second period. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Thursday. Yeah, let's check. I already forgot. Nothing. Well, Thursday, my son plays flag football, so I have a hard time getting home before kickoff. That's part of the reason. So the next 2 weeks, a lot of it is because of flag football. Raiders Broncos is this Thursday, and next Thursday's not any better, if I remember right. Here, we'll take a look. I don't know. The Raiders just don't interest me. And again, the following Thursday, I think my son has a late game. I'm not about to do the Jets I wasn't going to do the Jets even before they cleaned house, next Thursday. So, yeah. And I think I'm going to have both my sons this weekend, and Sunday at noon, I think we only get the Bear game. And then like the 305 and 325 games don't thrill me much either. So I'm going to, take the afternoon off, and then I'm going to have Sunday night hockey, which is pretty rare. They don't usually have a 6 and a 9 double header available. All right, back underway from Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Centering pass, down low, redirected by the Flyers. I don't know if that got on net. Flyers, that one from a tough angle is frozen by, Montebo. Montreal in red going left to right this period. Flyers in mostly white and a little bit of orange going right to left. Yeah, so we do at least, at a minimum, I think we've been doing at least 2 games a week. I did 2 days ago. Just didn't do the Monday night. We had a good crowd for the Oilers Blues. That shot is wide, I believe. It was kept in by the Flyers, who now lead 14-2 shots on goal. 3-0 on the scoreboard. Kept in by the Flyers. Montreal finally gets it down the length of the ice, but this is going to be icing at, well, they took the time down. Thanks. Well, anytime TSN or whatever my Canadian broadcast this is. Be nice to know the time, guys, off the icing instead of seeing all these players. They still have their score bug up. 19-13. Jeez. 19-10 to go. And Montreal dumps it in behind the Flyer net in the near corner. Kept in by Montreal at the blue line. Far face-off circle shot. Big rebound. Flyers jump on the rebound and get it to neutral ice, though. 15-3 shots on goal. Flyers battle in the far corner for the puck. Flyers keep it in. Send it behind the net. Near corner, and Montreal takes over. Kept in. Far face or near face-off pass, trying to hit the far face-off circle. Montreal has it, and they dump it in from the red line. Ooh, what a hit taken in front of the penalty box. And we got a whistle. What was the call? Come on. Don't make me go back to the Flyers broadcast. Man, this is terrible. They keep taking the score thing down, so I don't know what the time is. They still don't have it up after the draw. It was 18-20 something. I'll just wait. And the puck is flipped over the boards into the stands. All right, this is driving me crazy. Next break, we're going to go back to the Flyers broadcast as long as their cameras aren't herky-jerky and not following the puck. This is so annoying. They've been taking the score bug down, so I don't know the time. 18:08, second period. Montreal out of their own end. Looked like Hudson finally got it out of there. Behind the Flyer net, into the far corner. Sent up the far boards and out. Montreal has it. Far face-off circle. Far boards. And Flyers going the other way. Off the far board. Shot from the far face-off circle. Saved by Montembeault. And the Canadiens dump it in to the near corner. Sanheim had it. He gets it out. And the Flyers dump it in. Zegras was there. A shot, I think, was on target. Hard to tell. 16-3 shots on goal. Montreal, that's Doc behind his own net. Sends it up the near boards. And they get a pass to the near face-off circle. Montreal centering pass, got it blocked though on the shot attempt. Far face-off circle shot. That one was wide. Rebound, it's in for Montreal. Finally. 3-1. Finally, it looks like Doc got it. Or was he on the assist? Doc from Dobson and Gallagher. Colton Doc's brother on the plays for the Blackhawks mostly, and Ice Hogs. Down low, they had it now in the near face-off circle. Pass, yeah, big rebound from the far face-off circle, and then knocked in by Doc from the near face-off circle at the bottom of this draw, the circle, and he sent it in. May have gone deflected off of somebody. They didn't really show a great replay of it. Yeah, and they keep taking the thing down. 16:43 to go. And we got a delayed penalty coming up. And who's this on at 16:32? Who's this call on? On the Flyers. Sanheim tripping Caulfield. All right, power play for Montreal, only trailing by 2 here. So the Canadiens have the 5-on-4 advantage here. All right. Waiting on the linesman to drop the dang puck. 17-4 shots on goal Flyers. Montreal keeps it in the far corner. Suzuki is there, but the Montreal has to retreat to neutral ice. Demidov is out there. Let's see who else. Down low, Suzuki sends it back to the blue line near faceoff circle. Demidov, he centers it. Far faceoff circle, down low. Pass to the far faceoff circle. Cross ice pass is deflected. And Slevkovsky had it briefly. They send it to the far faceoff circle. Centering pass, Demidov back to the far faceoff circle, and another goal for Montreal on the power play. 17 to, well, now 5 shots on goal. Score is 3-2. And the goal is credited to Suzuki. That's Ryan Suzuki's brother, who plays for the Chicago Wolves and sometimes the Hurricanes. So he had it in the near. Oh, he got it from the what face-off circle was that? The far face-off circle, and power play goal for him from Demidov and Caulfield. Vladar couldn't recover in time, and it's 3-2. Wait, that's the end of the penalty, of course. 15:35 in the second, and 2 quick Montreal goals, and they're back in this game. But they did just, nope, Flyers iced it at 15:31. Yeah, tough angle shot, but Suzuki buried it. Great feed from Demidov from the near face-off circle. Yeah, we are definitely going back to the Flyers broadcast. I don't know why Montreal keeps taking the score and time down all the time. All right. And they kicked out a Canadian from the draw. That was Doc. Now Gallagher will step in against Cates, number 27 on the Flyers. Montreal has it in the far corner. Back to the blue line. Shot and a glove save by Vladar. All right, come on. Quit. They didn't do this in the first period. I mean, the Montreal TV, I'm saying. I tried Phillies, and their camera operators had such a hard time following the puck. I went back, but this is pretty annoying too. They keep removing the score bugs. I can't match up the time as easy. And another, looks like an offside at 15:12. I'll have to wait for the first media timeout to do it. 17-6 shots on goal. Philly, but their 3-0 lead after 1 has been cut to 3-2. Thanks to a 5-on-5 goal and a power play goal. Face off, Dobson, and the Montreal sends it up the far boards. Vladar plays it behind his own net. Montreal keeps it in. Far face-off circle. Far corner. That was Matheson. Into the far board. Nope. Taken away. The Flyers are in the neutral zone and skated into the O zone. Shot is blocked. I think by Demidov. No, it was Dobson. My apologies. Puck was briefly free near the crease. Deflected away. Flyers have it at the red line and dump it in to the near corner. And there goes the ESPN app. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. All right, well, we got a whistle at 14:20, so try to reload here. Hey, Jeremiah. Hello. And hello, MFJ4. It's, they gave up their entire team. Oh, the Jets. Oh, jeez. I hear you. Yeah, Jets quit, but, I mean, at least they racked up some first-round picks. I was a little surprised they didn't move Hall, but I guess nobody wanted to give up a third-round pick. All right, got to hunt around for the game. 13:57, so we're back underway. Oh, my gosh. So I have to go down into the NHL section because I can't find my game. Great. Such a wonderful app you have here, ESPN. It is hot garbage. All right, we are switching to the Flyers, provided the camera operators can follow the puck. All right, whistle at 13:30. Should be the under 14 media timeout. Yep. Into the... Oh, no, actually not. We got an icing at 13:30. 18-6 shots on goal, so we missed a shot on goal. Oh, wait, maybe that wasn't icing. Maybe it went into the netting. We are at the media timeout, and we are live on the Flyers feed. All right, 3-2. Good game. Hello, Jeremiah. Thanks for being here. Greetings. Thanks, everybody, for joining and watching along. All right. So it was 3-0 Flyers after one. And so far in the second, Doc and then Suzuki on the power play. Here's the Doc goal. He's number 77. So he's here in the middle of the ice here. Near face-off circle, he has the puck. Cross-ice pass to Dobson off the backboards, and then a rebound, he tucked it in. That was Dobson's goal. And then on the power play, Nick Suzuki from the far face-off circle, number 14. Demidov makes a pass to him from here and beat Vladar. So that's where we sit, 3-2. Shots on goal are 18-7 now. We will check the other score since we have a minute. Mammoth Sabres still no score, 8:25 to go in the second. Islanders, thanks to Duclair, take a 1-0 lead on the Bruins at home in New York or Long Island. 8:28 to go in the second. Hurricanes, Oilers in the first period on a power play lead the Rangers in Madison Square Garden 1-0, 10-11 in the second. Oilers, Podkolzin early on, buries one, 3:40 into the first. They're on the power play. They lead the Stars 1-0 in Dallas, 13:08 to go. Predators Wild underway, 14-17 to go in the first. No score. And, yeah, still some time till Lightning Avalanche. A little over an hour. Hour and 20 minutes. All right, face-off in the Montreal defensive end. Now they win the draw and they dump it in to the near corner. And it's played out the far boards by Philly. Up the near boards, Montreal dumped in again from the red line, Philly. Wait, did they take a shot away? Yeah, they did. Now it's back to 18-6. Montreal the other way in the far corner. Caulfield makes a hit. Tough angle. That is blocked into the near boards. Flyers can't get it out. Dobson sent it in. Hey, Alex. Yeah, Le Habitants is right. They were down 3-0 after one. Now they're down 3-2 in the second. Not quite halfway home. We got a whistle at 12:32, and I think we got another penalty. This one on Coutier, number 14, tripping. Got to get a pronunciation on that name. Couturier. There we go. Thank you, Flyers broadcast. All right, another power play for Montreal. They just cashed in at 4:15 on the power play. 4:15 into the second. Couturier on the trip. 12:32. All right. Near face-off circle in the Flyers' end. Sanheim, Dvorak, York out there to kill it. And Hathaway. Flyers clear it down the length of the ice after winning the draw. 12:22 in the second. Montreal drop pass. Suzuki sends it to the far boards. Back to the blue line. That was Hudson. Hudson gets it back at the blue line. Far corner. Behind the net. Suzuki to the near boards. Hudson to the far face-off circle. Suzuki centers it. It's loose in the crease. And then frozen. And holy cow, we got some punches being thrown behind the net. Wow, it got ugly quick. At 11, stop the clock. At 11:48. Wonder if we'll get any additional penalties. One of the refs is talking to Slevkovsky. 19 is headed to the box. That is, missed it. Hathaway. We might have a 5-on-3 for the Canadiens. Flyers had one. All right, coincidental minors for roughing. I'm not even going to... Well, wait a minute. Yeah, so we will have a 4-on-4, so I do need to put this in. 20 and 19. Let's see, 20. Let's see, 19. And 20. So we will have a 4-on-3, then we'll have a 4-on-4. Or do they... Well, maybe I'm wrong. I might need to delete these. Dang it. All right, what do they say? Nope, it's a 5-on-4. So I'm going to delete them. They don't factor in. Yeah, my software doesn't know that. All right, 11:25 to go. Shot and save by Montreal. By Montembeault. At 11:21. Oh, for God's sakes. 19-7 shots on goal, Philly. All right. And they kick somebody out of the draw. Might have been... Can't tell who's out there. Can't see the numbers. Oh, my gosh. Drop the puck, you moron. Dvorak gets kicked out for the Flyers. Finally, the draw happens. Still 46 seconds on the Canadiens power play. Drop back to the blue line. Hudson can't handle it. Oh, big hit at neutral ice. Flyers have a breakaway shot. Big save by Montembeault. Wow. Almost gave up a shorty. Hudson loses the puck again. Demidov can't keep it in. He sends it across the ice, I think, to Suzuki. Suzuki to Hudson in the near boards. Only 12 seconds on the power play. And puck up the near boards, kept in. Finally worked free. We are back to 5-on-5. 20-7 shots on goal, Philly. And dumped into the far corner by Montreal. Looks like they're going off for a change. Flyers send it up the near boards, down the length of the ice. Montembeault to the far corner. Matheson couldn't handle it. Flyers have it. Behind the net. Battle for the puck. Dobson and a Flyer battling. That shot is blocked. And Montreal, Veleno has it. He was briefly a Hawk last year. Or Veleno, I think. Battle for the puck behind the net. It was Anderson. Back to the blue line. Dobson to the far face-off circle. That shot is sent wide by Anderson. Kept in. And we got another whistle at 9:28. What's the call here? 28 remaining in this second period. Flyers look to add to that lead when we come back. Do we have another penalty? Oh my God, please tell me this froze again. My gosh. Yep, we got another penalty, and I'm wondering. All right, I don't know if the app froze or not, but I'm trying to get out before it just upright. And it was Veleno on the penalty. So a Flyers power play coming up. Forgot who the Hawks traded with to get Veleno. I kind of liked him when he was on the Hawks last year. Father Time asked Alex, how do you do? Yeah, thanks again to Alex for sticking out that terrible Sunday night game between the Seahawks and who was it? Commanders. All right. Seriously, do I need to go to no. Where's the hockey? Why does ESPN make this so hard to find? You know what? Let's just stick on the Canadiens broadcast. I'll have to deal with them taking the bug down. I don't know why the Flyers broadcast froze there. Commercial break. We'll be back. All right, great. Hopefully they'll be on time. Illegal check to the head by Veleno on Jamie Drysdale, number 9. So, yeah, 5-on-4 power play coming up for the Flyers. All right, let's make sure we're live. Here we are. Yep. Didn't look good. Oh, wait, that was the breakaway attempt. The Flyers breakaway they had. All right. Here's Veleno's legal check to the head. Oh, he got him on the chin with his shoulder. Okay, oof. That was nasty in the far corner. I see why they called it. All right, Montreal down 1 goal, 3-2. Now they have to kill a penalty off. Flyers are 2 for 2 on the power play with 3 shots. They had a 5-on-3 and then a 5-on-4 and cashed in on both in the first period. Montreal does get it out of their own end. Flyers try to bring it back up, but they regroup in their own end. Drysdale passed it. Now, who has it? Zegras Zigris, and it gets dumped in. Touched up by Vladar. Drysdale brings it out into the O-zone, into the far corner, into the near boards, a battle for the puck. Sent around the far boards and out. And this time, who picked up the puck? Can't see his number. Right into the near faceoff circle. His shot is stuffed, though. It may have been blocked. Finally frozen by Montabo at 8:28. Thank you. Is it Andrea Coomer or I don't know. Yeah, I'm going for Montreal. I'm an American in the Chicago area, but hope, just rooting for. I like to root for the Canadian teams. My teams. Oh my gosh, it's spinning again. Man, this ESPN app is driving me crazy. Hopefully, it's not behind. I'm a Hurricanes and LA Kings and Hurricanes fan. Hurricanes because the Chicago Wolves are their affiliate. Man, this thing keeps spinning. We'll have to go back to the Philly feed. Oh my gosh. I am not using up a ton of internet. Hey, we got to 800 subs. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope it's treatable. Thank you. Hope you're doing all right. All right, we are having trouble with sorry to hear that. Hope you have a good prognosis. All right, trying to get back into this game. You know what? Let's go back to the Flyers. I don't know. Both feeds seem to be having trouble on this game. I don't know what's wrong. ESPN app is just terrible. All right, we got to get the clock going. We are way ahead now. Power play is over. I'm still having trouble getting into the game. Oh, you're in recovery. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. The only way to watch hockey, like I get blacked out for the Chicago Blackhawks because I'm in the Chicago area. But man, the ESPN Plus or ESPN Select is a good deal, but this app is such garbage. I don't know what the problem is. All right, we got 6:40 to go. Oh, so you're a Habs fan. Gotcha. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, we just got to 800 subs. Thank you. I don't know what to do. I cannot get this to work. We're at 632. Oh my gosh, ESPN, you are awful. I've had it crash on me 3 times a game, but I can't even get back into the app now. It just keeps spinning on me. 6:32 to go at a whistle. 23-8 shots on goal. Now we got 6:16, so hopefully we'll be back online before the under 6 timeout, but I'm not holding my breath. All right, let's try the Canadiens broadcast. It's the first one that came up. Oh, dang it. It's 3-3. All right, thank you. Gosh, darn it. I'm sorry. Ah, thanks a lot. Well, Habs tied it up and my app took a crap, so next year I'll have faster internet, but I don't know if faster internet's gonna help. Thanks, Gene HBB, or is it Jean? Doc, his second goal from Hudson and Struble. All right, I'm just going to reboot my TV. This is insane. God bless it. ESPN is awful. All right, system restart. All right, 4:48 to go. I'll get the whistle. Wait, 4:38. Nope. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, yeah. I saw. Thanks. Yeah, it's just the ESPN app, and I know I have slow internet. We'll get new internet next year. We're gonna have to make do for a couple months here. So I assume at some point we're gonna be at the under 6 media timeout. All right, let's try again. Restarted the system. Trying to get back in the ESPN app. Yeah, we must be at the under 6 media timeout. All right, 26-8, and we got another penalty. 26-8 shots on goal. And let's see, Brink tripped Demidov at 15:22. All right. So Brink is number 10, and the Habs will head back to the power play. Oh, think we're going to have to try the Flyers broadcast. Tell you. All right. Well, this is the most trouble I've ever had with this app. We're going to try the Flyers next. Wait, I was going to say, did they just wipe out the penalty? No. .416 to go. Canadians on the power play. Let's try to... You know what? I may have to go to the multi-view to pull up this game. Maybe it's for the rest of this period. We'll try the Flyers broadcast again. Next, we'll go to multi-view. 4:03 and a whistle. Hello, LB. Welcome. All right, come on, please work. What is ESPN doing? This is insane. 4:03. We got a whistle. Shots on goal. 27-8 Philly. .43 Montreal. Gosh darn it. Missed 2 goals. Thanks, ESPN. All right, I give up. Let's try the multi-view. I can't... Just to finish out the period. Yeah, sorry, guys. This is the most trouble I've ever had with the app. Apologies. 4-3. Montreal gets their 4th goal of the Second period on the power play. Demidov with his 4th of the year from Slavkovsky and Hudson. And that'll end the power play. All right. I don't know how many. I'll just go with the first multi-view I see. Maybe I can select the game from that. I don't know. Maybe hockey's just not working. I don't know. I haven't tried to get into another game. 2:51 to go. In the second. Oh, man. Come on. What am I paying for, ESPN? You know what? Let me try it on my phone. Maybe I can get it to work on my phone off of Wi-Fi. This is insane. Man, they couldn't make the game harder to find. All right, whistle at 2:29. All right, we'll go to hockey. Come on. Another power play. Man, we are missing a ton of action. Doc, holding. Still not working even on my phone. I suppose I could listen to it, but that would be ridiculous. Great. Let's try the Flyers broadcast. All right, Doc penalty. There's 1:34 to go now. Still 5-on-4 Flyers. My God, why is this game not working? Hey, Violet. Oilers. How are the Oilers doing? 2-0 after 1 in Dallas over the Stars. Draisaitl and Podkolzin. All right, thanks for the heads up, Violet. Still efforting on the video for this game and not having any luck. Wow, this is terrible. At this point, I might as well just listen. I mean, this is insane. It's going to be behind, though. Is any game working, or is it just this game? I'm going to try the Mammoth broadcast, see if I can get something to work. This is super frustrating. 45 seconds to go. 27-9 shots on goal. 42 seconds to go. Penalty for Doc is almost up. Five seconds to go. Well, we'll effort right now. Here, we'll go with 2-team multi-view. Maybe we can pull it up in that. Yeah, I can't get any game to work right now. That should be the end of the second period. It is 4-3 Canadians, and we... Oh, my God. What is going on here? Oh, the roster report not working. All right, well, we got the countdown for the third period. Great. So I guess hockey's just not working. All right, let me shut my phone off. I'll keep efforting for the video. Apologies. We'll get to the visualizer in a second. We'll go through the second period goals. Doc got on the board 5-on-5 at 3:12. He's 77. He gets one off the boards and tucks in the rebound past... I forgot the guy's name. Hey, finally. Oh my gosh, it's so far behind. All right, I got it's 2 minutes behind. All right, let me see if I can select this and go. Nope, it just froze. Let me select this and try to go live. I got the multi-view to work. Okay, good. All right, we'll try to see. Hopefully we'll have it for the second period. I apologize. Oh, I haven't paid attention. Hey, Piggy Wiggly. I don't know. I haven't paid attention. But thanks for being here. All right, now Suzuki on the power play. Man, ESPN trash. Couldn't get it to work on my phone or... All right. To the far face-off circle, and then Suzuki buried it. Yeah, we saw these. Now let's get the two we didn't. Doc and Demidov. I don't know if I can show the actual clip. We'll just do the visualizer. So Doc is 77. This is his second goal. He's in front of the goalie. Now he's to the right out front. Puck somehow went in. In the far, like the... blocker side post. Baseball never has hockey problems. What does that mean? Philly is Philadelphia, yes. Uh, 27 is shots on goal. 27-9 shots on goal, or SOG. Montreal is MTL. Yeah, not MON. MTL, Montreal. Montreal, Quebec, Canada. All right, and then Demidov's goal visualizer here. Apologies again. ESPN app decided to crap out for, what, half the period almost? And another great shot, this time by Demidov. So 4-3. 3 goals by the Flyers in the first, 4 goals by the Canadians in the second. Each team has 2 power play goals. We got 29-10 actually shots on goal. So we need to update that. (29-10) shots on goal favoring the Flyers. All right, yeah, we're not too bad on that time either. We'll be a little behind. We'll make sure we're back before that. Faceoffs 28-13 Montreal, 68.3%. Again, Philly 2 of 4 on the power play. Montreal 2 of 4 on the power play. 19-15 hits Montreal. 9-9 block shots. 12-11 giveaways Montreal. 2-1 takeaways Flyers. Yeah, Quebec. Yeah. So the shots on goal that didn't go in the net. So here. You won't be able to see it, but I can read it off. So the Dan Vladar, number 80, the Flyers goalie, the Canadian. Did they change it again? Oh, 29-11. So Vladar has 7 saves on 11 shots. Sam Montembeault, 35 on Montreal, has 26 saves on 29 shots. And yes, Quebec is the French-speaking province in Canada. Zamboni, yeah. The ice cleaner is called the Zamboni. Is that how you spell it? I don't even know. It's named after the guy who invented it. Yeah, that is how you spell it. Zamboni. Oh, yeah. Yes, efficient. Yes. They only had 2 shots the first period, and they were down 3-0. And they were 4 for 9 in the second period. 0 for 17 Flyers in the second period. Flyers were 3 for 12 in the first period. Zamboni, yes, that's the ice cleaner. Yes, probably Italian. Yes. I'm sure. Yeah, you learn something every day. Let me see. Yeah, ice resurfacer. Resurfacer. That isn't even a word, it looks like. Lays down a layer of clean water which will freeze to form a smooth ice surface. Frank Zamboni invented it in 1949 in California. He was born in Utah, but to Italian immigrants. There you go. Little history lesson about the ice machines for hockey. And ozone. Yeah, well, ozone, I think, is just certain broadcasters. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll show you a picture of Frank Zamboni. There's Frank. Holy crap, he's still alive. He's 87. Or no, died at 87. My bad. In 88. Never mind. I'm blind, apparently. Ice resurfacer. That didn't like the spelling. Yeah. Stromboli, I guess. Yeah. All right. Let's check in on the other scores. Also, here's what's coming up. We will have Red Wings at Golden Knights in a little over an hour. Looks like yeah, okay. I'm not Italian, Piggy. Excuse me. All right. Mammoth and Sabres, no score, just underway. Third period, 18-14 to go. Bruins and Islanders tied up in New York, or in Long Island. 2-2, just about to start the third. Hurricanes up 2-0 on the Rangers, second intermission. We got Sean Walker and Ehlers on the goals. 2-0 Oilers, as commented by Violet. Go Oilers. We had a goal from Draisaitl and Podkolzin in the end of the first intermission. Wild, thanks to Kaprizov on the power play, up on the Predators in Minnesota, 1-0 first intermission. Lightning Avalanche in about 40 or so minutes. And then, of course, a little over an hour, Red Wings Golden Knights live stream. Can we put, let's see, that's at the intermission. Yeah, we'll just leave these games up because it can't get anything else up. I'll type it out. Honorary Japanese. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take a quick break and I will be back. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you already have, thank you. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers, and that will also help grow the channel. And thanks for your support. We got at least 3 subs tonight. I appreciate it. And we got 18 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. The journey, yeah. The technology, yeah. Oh, were you laughing at looks like my grandpa? Yeah, I hear you. I got to fix this mic, I think. All right, we should put it away a little bit lower. There we go. Yeah, we're over 800. Thanks, everybody. Should probably have a drink to celebrate. Maybe for the next game we will. We'll do that. Don't want to do it before we even get to the next game. All right, let me cue some music up real briefly, and I'll be right back after a short break. Hey, apologies again. ESPN app was just awful tonight. I guess I should, I don't know if it pays to like get my buds for my phone and listen as a backup, but oh my gosh, that was so annoying. All right, let's go to page 2 real quick. Get a song queued up. All right, be right back. Thanks, everybody. All right, we are back. Piggy, your husband, it's Sugar. The song is Sugar Soul. Let's see, I'll type it out. Sugar Soul by Bruno E. If you're interested on YouTube, free music. Oh, okay, thanks. Sorry, I didn't know what you were asking. Thanks, Andrea. Coomer. Appreciate you being here. All right, let's get ready. Oh my gosh, they got a 2.5-minute ad break. That can't be right. Oh no. All right, good. We're back. Go live. Come on. Oh no. Don't tell me it just took a dump again. No, it says I'm live. They're showing scores from around the league. All right. Hopefully we're set. I'm sick of this nonsense with the trouble with this app tonight. All right. Should be ready for the third period. 4-3 Montreal. 29-11 shots on. Did I take a shot away on accident? 29-11. All right. I don't want to mess with it because, man, this app has been very unstable tonight. Ooh, we got 31 votes, 65% for the Canadiens and yeah, no worries. Thanks for supporting the channel. People subscribe at their leisure. Don't worry about it. All right, face-off draw into the Flyers' defensive end. They send it out the far boards and down the length of the ice. It must have been tipped and sent up the near boards. That was that. Shoot. Let's close the game summary. I need that roster report again. Dumped in on net, and that'll be frozen by Montembeault. 30th shot on net. It wasn't much of a shot, but 19:30, we got a frozen puck, and we'll have a draw. And I need to scroll down a little bit. There we go. All right, let's get the roster report in case we need it, though. All right, draw taken, and Montreal gets it out of their own end. Puck is loose in front of the Flyers bench. There we go. Got the roster report up in case we need to reference it. All right, dumped in by Montreal. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Into the far corner. Sent around the boards. I think that was Hudson. Yeah. Kept in at the blue line. Hudson gets to it again. Now behind the net. And back at the blue line. That is now taken on the other way and dumped in by the Flyers. And Montreal retreats behind their own net, and they try to get a line change. 45. And that is Carrier who has it, and he sends it up the near boards. In far faceoff circle. Oh, man. Whoever had that whiffed on it. Was a good scoring opportunity for Montreal. That shot from the blue line is wide. In the near corner, that is Kapanen. And they dump it to the far corner. 18:05 now to go. Second, or I make that third period. Sorry about that. 18 minutes to go. Montreal behind their own net. Alex, was that Carrier or Hudson? Hudson has it now, I believe. Hudson to the near boards. Carried in. Shot. Looked like it got deflected or was high. Held in at the blue line by Montreal. Kept in. And nope, we got a whistle and we got a fight. 72 versus 44. 44 is Deloriers and Zig. I got to get these pronunciations. And they're going to break it up. All right, I'm not going to put this in because the software will think it's 4-on-4. But 5-minute fighting majors for 44 of the Flyers and 72 of Montreal. Arbor Zekage. For fighting. What's his name? Jack-Eye? Is that how he said it? Delorier and Jack-Eye. I wouldn't have guessed that's how you said that. Oh, Andrea, are you asking for subs to your channel? Okay, I didn't know. Yeah, I know. It's Jack-Eye and Delorier. I know. It's hard for me to pronounce some of these French Canadian names. I apologize. 17:10 to go. I'd have to check out your channel before I sub. It's a little, I'm a little busy at the moment. I'm usually, I prefer to see the channel before I make any recommendations. This has kind of been a thing lately. I'm not sure where it's coming from. I recommend channels that I'm familiar with or I've got friends, that have their own channel. I don't, recommend strangers' channels too often, if that's what you're saying. All right, we're still back to 5-on-5. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Sent to the far corner. And Canadians get it out to neutral ice. Stops in the near face-off circle. Centering pass. The puck is frozen at the side of the net. Pretty good opportunity. Not sure. They did get him credit for a shot on goal. Caulfield was there. That was Matheson who got it to Caulfield, and then decent save by Vladar. Maybe it got, I thought that might have gotten blocked by the Flyer in front of him too, though. They say 30-12. Dumped in and into the near corner. Sent behind the net. And out the near boards. 16:20 to go in the third. Battle in the near corner for the puck. Nobody moving it. Hathaway there for the Flyers. Flyers get it. Sent back into the near boards. I thought they were... Now they finally get it out and counter. Near boards. Centering pass to the slot. What a save by Montembeault. Holy cow. That was a great pass to the slot. And a great save. Good scoring chance for the Flyers. Here, let's see how orange on white. No, that's going to look terrible. Orange on white. I'm going to leave it white on orange. Yeah, that's not a good idea. Orange letters on a white background. Okay, well, I'll have to check out the channel afterwards. I really cannot check it out while I'm calling a live play-by-play. Up ahead to the far boards. Centering pass got through everybody to the near boards. Montreal missed a chance to cash one in there. They have it near the blue line. Puck is pinned. It's out of the zone and dumped in. Montreal has to tag up. 15:30 to go. And Philly countering and dumps it in from the red line. To the far corner. And, oh, they tried to tried to freeze it. The puck got loose. Flyers, that shot is blocked. Montreal dumps it to the neutral zone. And York has it for the Flyers. They pass it into the far corner. Montreal trying to get it out and finally has it in front of their own bench. Flyers regroup in front of their bench with the puck. And we got under 15 minutes to go in the third period. Up the near boards. Flyers in the attack zone. Centering or to the far boards. Sent around the near boards behind the net. In wraparound attempt is saved. Puck is in the crease. It comes free. Ref isn't even looking. And Montreal counters the other way. Into the O-zone, into the far face-off circle. Battle, and then Demidov gets there, sends it up the boards, but there's nobody there. And the Flyers counter. They dump it in. I think both teams trying to get some line changes. Battle behind the Canadiens' net now. And yeah, no problem, Andrea. I will check it out, but just I can't do it right now or tonight. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Blue line kept in. Montreal. Suzuki centers it. Shot wide. Rebound taken behind the Flyers net. Into the near corner. There's a hit and a penalty coming up on Montreal. This could get ugly. That was a nasty hit. That could be boarding. At 32-12 shots on goal. Who's this on? 33-12. Who's got the penalty here? Caulfield. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that is it. Yeah, it was boarding. That's what I thought. Number 13, Caulfield for boarding. Yeah, that looked nasty. So Montreal have to kill off the 2-minute power play. And, yeah. Yeah, thanks, Father Time. I appreciate it, Father Time. All right, yeah, Andrea, I can check it out, but just not now. All right. All right. Back to the game at hand here. Let's see. He boarded Drysdale, number 9, on the Flyers. Yeah, that looked bad. 33. Oh, it's boarding's like if somebody's near the boards and you hit them from behind. I mean, to me it's similar to cross-checking, both hands on the stick and you hit them in the back, but since you're near the boards, it's extra dangerous. Because your face can, hit the board, or I think it's just mostly due to the proximity of the board in relation to the boards. If you're, yeah, he was. Oh my gosh, his face hit the boards, but he got up right away. Caulfield didn't like the call, but I mean, I think it was a good call. So I think it's just because you're close. Yeah, no, that's how you spell it. That's correct. It's just because you're near the boards. It's sort of like cross-checking, but near the boards. Cross-checking is 2 hands on the stick and you nail them in the back. Boarding, it's because you put them face first into the boards. I should really just look through all the explanations and try to look at them, but that's the best I got on the fly here. 13:21 to go. 33-12 shots on goal. Flyers goalie plays it behind his own net. That's Vladar to Drysdale. Drysdale drop pass. And that was Brink who just had it, and it's into the far corner. Brink chases it. Kept in by the far boards, sent behind the boards into the near corner. Two players both there battling. Oh, shot from the far faceoff circle. I don't know what happened. I don't think he got all of it. Otherwise, that should have been an easy game-tying goal for the Flyers. Drysdale over to, let's see. They get it. Can't read their numbers. Looks like Zegras is out there. Long clearing attempt by Montreal, and I would assume both teams are getting line changes. York has it for the Flyers. Drop pass. They get it to Konechny. Tough angle shot is saved from the far side. Kept in. Blue line pass. York, and they eventually get it to the near faceoff circle to Dvorak. He sends it down low. Under 12 to go in the game, in the third period. Centering pass, and right at the doorstep, and it's either blocked or an incredible save by Montembeault. 34-12 shots on goal, but looks like the power play is almost over. And we got a whistle at 11:38. Yeah, block in the back. But you put him face first into the boards. Yeah, like Gene agrees, yeah. Because cross-checking is this, both hands on the stick in the back, and then boarding is just too close, too much proximity to the boards or the glass. That's the problem. Is he hit his face where the glass and the dasher board meet too. So that kind of made it extra dangerous. All right, we still got 4 seconds on the power play. Montreal has it in the near corner, but we're full strength, so they can't clear it now. 35-12 shots on goal. Blast from the blue line, and that's a glove save, and we got pushing and shoving in the crease. Hudson, Struble for the Montreal, Cates, and I can't see who the instigator was for Philly, but cooler heads prevailed. Linesmen and refs step in. Who was that? Was that 27? No, Hathaway. Hathaway was shoving Hudson. That was the initial thing. Yeah, Hathaway popped Hudson in the face, I think, and got away with it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I can hide the person. Yeah, I've gotcha. Hey, well, thanks, Gene. Yeah, we'll try to do some college basketball eventually. Men's and women's. We'll see what's available on ESPN Plus and free over the air. All right, dumped in. It's 36-12 shots on goal. It's incredible. As Piggy Wiggly pointed out, the efficiency by Montreal hitting goals on or scoring goals on a quarter of their shots tonight. Unbelievable. All right, Flyers behind their own net. Trying to catch up the clock. Montreal now back in their own end. All right, they've already changed lines. Yeah, I do get behind NHL.com, that's for sure. All right, they bring it up the left wing. They try to dump it in to the far corner. Big hit behind the net. Battling for the puck. Finally, the Flyers. Montreal couldn't keep it in. And Montreal has to tag up. They were offsides. All right, Flyers have it at the red line. They dump it in to the near corner. Struble sends it around. Not out, though. Flyers dump it right back in. Puck is free. A nice shot from the far faceoff circle. Wasn't sure if that got on net. And skated up and dumped in from the red line to the far corner. And up the near boards. Looks like the fans are doing the wave. I got distracted. I'm like, why are all these fans standing up? Shot from the blue line. Rebound into the far corner. Don't know if that was on net. Montreal finally gets it out of their own end, but it looks like Drysdale may have tracked it down, and they get it right back into the O-zone. Shot from the slot and a goal. We're tied at 4:04 at 9:09. Didn't look like it was Montembeault's fault. I think it got redirected. Oh, boy. Here we go. 4-4, 9:09 to go. Not happy they won by 35. Oh, you want them to have a tougher game to test them? Is that what you're saying, Father Time? Shot from the slot. No, it wasn't redirected. Montembeault just, I don't know what happened. Maybe that should have been saved. 37-12 shots on goal. New game. Finally, the draw won by Suzuki. And it's in front of the Flyers' net. And their defensemen have it. And they send it up the near boards. They are offside. Nope, I guess they weren't. Just Montreal took the puck over in their own end. 8:45 to go in the game. And that looks like, who is that? All right, we're getting line changes. Matheson had it briefly. They send it in behind the Flyer net. It came free to the slot, poked away by the Flyers. They're going the other way. And that is poked free at the neutral ice. Montreal can't hang on to it in the near boards, though. And the Flyers counter. And Montreal pokes it away. Yeah, it's just been back and forth. And Struble finally takes it behind the Canadiens' net. They try to get a reset. 8:02 to go in the third period. Dumped in by Montreal to the near corner. Hudson takes a big hit. He sent it around the boards to the far corner. He didn't fall down. The hitter did. And Struble takes it in his own end. No, I'm sorry. That's Hudson. Struble's with him. He just passed it to Struble. My bad. All right, I think we're getting more line changes as we approach 7.5 to go in the third period. Tied at 4. Into the near corner. Big hit. Montreal this time. Into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Behind the Flyers net. Battle for the puck. Another hit in the near corner. Montreal keeps it in at the blue line. Sends it around to the far corner. Flyers jump on the puck and clear it to center ice. In front of their own net, Montreal counters, trying to get the Flyers on a line change, but the puck goes to their defenseman. Who has it? Juulsen, Juulcen, had it. They dumped it in. Montreal can't get it out. Kept in by the Flyers, by the Montreal bench. Now it's at neutral ice and dumped in. But Montreal counters. Bolduc had it. And he dumps it in to the far corner. 6:20 to go in the third period. Flyers countering. In the slot, that shot is blocked into the netting, and we'll get a whistle. And they took it down immediately, 6:12, but I don't want to mess with the thing. Oh, women's, gotcha. Yeah, I know. Sometimes the women's can be what's the call? The parity or the competition sometimes, especially early in the season, is a little lopsided. I hear you. Yeah, no kidding. I thought Montreal was done too. Like 8 minutes in. The neutral ice is between the blue lines. The crease is the area out in front of the goalie. Put money on Montreal. I thought I just threw my money away. Yeah, exactly. That was a heck of a second period by the Habs. Les Habitants. See, that's what C is for Canadians, and the white H in the middle is for Habitants, or Habs for short. Yeah, so the neutral ice, where are we? So from between the blue lines here, including the red line, is the neutral ice. How do you spell neutral? What the heck? Is that it? Why am I misspelling neutral? No, you're fine, Father Time. It's all right. Why can't I spell neutral? Well, you'll know what I mean. The crease is the area in front of the goal. That's okay. I knew what you meant. That's the thing. It's all good. All right, back to the game, though. 6:12 to go. 38-12. They just kicked somebody out of the draw. Believe it was a flyer. We're finally set in the O-zone for the Flyers. Long shot. Matheson gloved and then steered aside into the near boards. Now it's behind the Flyers net. Or sorry, behind the Montreal net. And they clear it down the length of the ice. They waved off icing because the Montreal player was first to the line. And they're battling in the far corner, but Philly does get it out of there. Montreal in their own end. That is Struble. And he is retreating behind the Montreal net while they finish their line change, as we are under 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Dumped in. Still at neutral zone. And dumped in again. Looks like Matheson has it. He gives it to, I think, Dobson. And back to Matheson, up ahead to the left wing in the near corner. That's Suzuki. Suzuki in the near faceoff circle, centering pass. Matheson shot. Don't think that got through. I believe it was blocked. And the Flyers send it down the length of the ice. This is icing at 4:48. Yeah, thanks. I don't know why I couldn't type out neutral. Neutral. I was trying to do, I don't know what I was doing. It just didn't like it. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, sorry. I couldn't figure out how to spell it. I don't know what I was doing. I swear I put Neutral and it still doesn't like it for some reason. They just kicked out a Canadian out of the draw. That was Newhook. Wait, Newhook went in. Okay, maybe he got a warning. I don't know. Flyers won the draw. They send it out to neutral ice and dumped in from the red line, and Flyers peel off for a line change. 39-13 now, shots on goal. Unbelievable. 3 times the amount of shots on goal. It's insane. But there is a battle behind the Flyers net for the puck. Into the far corner and chipped out to center ice. And out of their own end, but the Flyers dump it right back in, but they got to tag up. Who's that? Oh, Hudson behind his own net. And now he's skating up the middle of the ice, passes. I think Doc tried to work it into the near boards, and it's cleared out immediately by the Flyers. Looks like Matheson has it in the near face-off circle. Under 4 to go, third period, tied at 4. Near face-off circle shot, and then the puck is frozen, and thought we were going to have some pushing and shoving, but they've already pretty much broken it up. Yep, 3:45 to go. We got the last media timeout of the third. Oh, yeah, so the goal. We'll do the goal visualizer. I forgot to tell you who had it. Grabenkin from Konechny and Drysdale. It came from the slot, so number 29 is the goal scorer. He'll be like right in the middle here. And just fired it. Yeah. I don't know what was going on. Thought Montembeault could save it, but he kind of left the far post open. Would have been blocker side. He had the glove side like sealed and just got beat. All right, 30. They're saying 39-14 shots on goal. Let's see. Could we let's delete that penalty. Can we call it something besides shots? I don't think so. I think shots is the default. Don't think I can edit that. I'd rather it said shots on goal, but yeah, SOG I'd have to keep explaining, so that's fine. All right. Looks like we got a few seconds left. Mammoth looks like they just won it over the Sabres in overtime in Buffalo, 2-1. Keller, 47 seconds into OT, gets the Mammoth the 2-1 win. Probably still reviewing it. Bruins 3, Islanders 3, 37 seconds to go. Islanders on a power play. Oilers only leading 2-1. Rantanen got a power play goal for the Stars. 41 seconds to go in the second. Wild up 2-1 on the Predators. 3:10 in the second. And a final. Hurricanes 3-0 over the Rangers in New York in Madison Square Garden. All right. Montreal sends it up the near boards. Dumped in by Bolduc into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Bolduc digs it out. Glove down. They send it back to the blue line. Now back into the far corner. Blue line pass. Shot from the far blue line, and that I think got deflected. I don't think it went through. Hudson quickly centers it in the crease and nothing doing. And the Flyers going the other way. They dump it in from the red line. Hudson picks up the loose puck, takes it behind Montembeault, behind the Montreal net. They say 39-15 shots on goal. Montreal dumps it in. Vladar plays it to the far boards and sent out of the zone. Gloved down by Slavkovsky for Montreal. They try to work it in the near boards, and it's behind the net. Now near corner, up the near boards. Flyers trying to counter. And sent back into the Montreal end and sent up the near boards Matheson. Cross ice pass, shot from the far faceoff circle, big rebound, but the Flyers get the rebound and skate it out of their own end and dump it in on net. And Montembeault has to hang on to it at 1:56 because there was traffic out front. So it should be 40 shots on goal, I would imagine. Oh, did that hit the bar? Or did that go high? Did that get deflected high? I missed that. Yeah, Dobson made a pretty good centering pass as well. And they missed out on another opportunity. All right, draw is in the far faceoff circle in Montreal's end. Flyers keep it in at the blue line. Battle for the puck. Now behind the net. Montreal gets it to center ice. And puck is free in the near faceoff circle. It looked like Foligno had a chance, but he got tied up by the Flyers defense. Oh, that shot is blocked, and Flyers get it out of their own end. We're under a minute and a half to go in the third period. Battle for the puck behind the Flyers net into the far corner. Konechny had it. He gets it to center ice. I believe Hudson has it. Yeah, it's Hudson. Near the Canadiens' net as we approach. Now we have 1 minute remaining in the third period. Hudson skates it out to the near boards. Brought up by Slafkovsky. Dumps it in behind the Flyer net. Puts a backhander. I don't know if that was on net or off the side of the net. Into the near faceoff circle. Back to the blue line. Cross ice pass. Dumped in behind the net. Flyers put it up the near boards but can't get it out. Kept in as we approach 30 seconds to go. Slafkovsky tried to keep it in. Now the Flyers get a change, and they have it in the far corner. Under 23 seconds to go. Battle for the puck. 40-18 shots on goal now. Still tied up with 11 seconds. Caulfield has it. He sends it to center ice. That might do it. I don't think they can get a shot from their own end. And we are headed to overtime. That's the end of the third. We're tied at 4. Only one goal in the third by the Flyers to get the game knotted up at 4-4. All right, we are headed to a 3-on-3 overtime. So let's fix that. 5 minutes for 3-on-3 if no goal. It's sudden death overtime. If no goal, then we go to a best of 3 shootout. Then it continues. Each team gets a chance. So, they alternate. Each team will get to, whoever shoots first, the other team will get to answer. All right. If you haven't already done so, please consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers. And that will in turn help grow the channel. And I thank you so much for your support. Let's see who they send out for this 3-on-3. And in other action, let's see. Bruins and Islanders tied at 3. 2:14 to go in overtime. Oilers 2-1 over the Stars, second intermission. Wild 2-1 over the Predators, second intermission. Red Wings Golden Knights in 20 minutes, 25 to half hour. And then a couple other games. We got finals. Mammoth 2-1 over the Sabres in Buffalo in overtime. Hurricanes 3-0 over the Rangers in New York at Madison Square Garden. All right. Just about set to get things underway. Come on, Montreal. Whoops, says Gene. All right. They're sending, looks like Caulfield out with Suzuki and Hudson. And we're waiting on the Flyers. Oh, yeah, so Montreal is going left to right this period. So the opposite of what this shows. All right, come on. Are we going to get the Flyers out? They don't even have the Flyers out there on NHL.com. And let's see. Flyers have it. They take it behind their own net. 4:50 to go in overtime. skated around, and they regroup in their own end. And now they say 40-18 shots on goal. We're just skating around in their own end. Still don't have it on NHL. Now we have it. Coutier, Konechny, and York. Coutier, I forgot how to say that guy's name. I apologize. All right, Flyers behind the Montreal net. Near face-off circle. Circles around. Dumps it back. They skate it to the blue line. And pass. Far face-off circle. And they take it out of their own end. Or take it out of their own O-zone. Looks like the Flyers are trying to get a couple changes. And that is... Let's see. Up ahead, shot, big rebound. Wow. That was Konechny on the shot. And Suzuki has it. He'll send it around behind the net to Hudson. Cross ice pass to Suzuki. I see Demidov is out there now. 41-18 shots on goal. Montreal still in their own end. 3:23 to go in overtime. At the red line, Demidov drop pass, skated in, centering pass. Demidov shot from the slot. That is steered aside into the far boards. And Demidov drop pass. Skated to the far face-off circle. Shot, and good save by Vladar. And there's a battle for the puck behind the Flyer net. And cleared down, and Montreal goalie plays it himself, Montembeault, and he leaves it. Looks like they're both getting changes. I see Brink is out there for the Flyers. All right, Doc brings it up into the O-zone, far face-off circle, centering pass, and couldn't get a handle on it, I guess. Near face-off circle. Back to the blue line, drop pass, shot. That was high. Rebound was right in front of the crease, and Dobson couldn't get a stick on it or lost his edge with his skate. 41-20. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Won't go over there again. All right, that is Hudson with the puck. Behind the net, Suzuki. Oh, somebody slipped down. They get it back to Hudson. He takes it back out of their own end. They had somebody near the blue line, and he slipped on the pass from Suzuki. It was like down here next to the goal, and he sent it up here, and someone fell down. All right, Suzuki. That pass is deflected. Flyers counter. They're at center ice. Now they take it into their own end. They're getting line changes. We got 1:12 to go in the overtime. Not a lot of scoring opportunities. Haven't had a lot of end-to-end action. Demidov in the near face-off circle. Shot. That is wide. He wipes out. We got a, well, really, it's just a 1-on-2. Now a 2-on-2. And now we're back to 3-on-3. Shot, and I think that was blocked. It looked like Drysdale had a shot. It got deflected into the netting at 46 seconds to go in overtime. Yeah, this was a pretty good scoring. The Flyers had probably the best chance. That was Konechny, like from the right side, the face-off circle. Demidov, I think, missed the net. He had a good opportunity in the slot and couldn't cash in. So we got Evans on the draw against, 14. 41 seconds to go in the overtime. Flyers in the O-zone. near face-off circle. Centering pass. It was in the crease, but now steered aside. We're going the other way. 2-on-2. Poked ahead into the near corner. That was Matheson battling, but now the Flyers have the puck, and they get it to neutral ice. 14 seconds to go in overtime. In the slot, the shot is saved. Pretty good save. Broke his stick, too, on the shot. Oh, no. Are we going to have a penalty? With 6 seconds to go? 43. Yeah.
6 seconds left, so Philly probably takes their time out here.
Slashing on Demidov. I guess he's the one that... Oh, he broke the stick on the rebound attempt. That's what happened. I mean, might as well. So it's going to be 4-on-3, but I'm not going to bother to put that in for 6 seconds. So Philly probably used their timeout. I guess they're going to put a second back on the clock. So 7 seconds to go. The draw will be in Montreal's end. So with a 4-on-3, they got a chance here. Plenty of time to get the draw and maybe, find somebody open. All right. Again, we're at a timeout called by the Flyers. And they'll try to set something up for this 4-on-3. If not, we'll be heading to a best-of-3 shootout. And I need to get my charger for my tablet. I'll have to do that between games, I guess. All right, don't forget, we will get out to Vegas to have the Red Wings Golden Knights game for you coming up as soon as this one's over. Couturier. I don't know how. I gotta look up how to say that. Suzuki will take the draw for Montreal in near face-off circle against 14 Couturier. Come on, drop the puck, linesman, for God's sakes. Suzuki won the draw. Flyers have it behind the net to the near face-off circle. That shot is blocked, and that'll do it for the overtime. We are headed for a shootout. Shootout coming up. You know what? I think the game sheet, the shootout, they have a sheet for the shootout, I think. Let me load that up. Where is that? Is that the play-by-play? Oh, no. Come on, ESPN. Are you kidding me? The app just took a dump. Come on. You have got to be kidding me. This is like 3 times this lousy app has crashed on me during this game. Couturier. Yeah. I'm sorry I keep screwing it up. Thanks for the pronunciation. Couturier. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm going to find this game fast enough. All right, we'll take whatever feed they give us. We got the Canadians. All right, hurry it up. All right, Demidov got it saved. Looks like Philly got a goal. So 1-0. 1-0 Philly after 1. I wish I had a wait. Yeah, you know what? I should have had a board ready for this. All right, Flyers shot from the slot. Another goal. It's 2-0. So if Montreal doesn't score here, it's over. Zegras on the goal. That'll bring up Caulfield. He's got us. Wait a minute. Oh, they're behind. I'm sorry. That was the first goal. Okay, second shot. Caulfield. All right, sorry. They're behind. Caulfield gets stuffed. All right, there. Zegras scored. Caulfield did not score. Now we're headed to the second. I'm sorry. I just assumed I was going to be behind. Let's make sure we're live. It says we are. All right, into the near face-off circle in the slot. That's a good save. It's still 1-0 Flyers. We head to the third round. Montreal has to score or this is over. All right, it's Suzuki for the third shot for Montreal. He's got to score. Into the near faceoff circle, into the slot, back. Oh, he tried to go 400 to backhand, and he couldn't tuck it in. Might have been poke checked, and that's it. 5-4 in the shootout. The Flyers win. So the Flyers led 3-0 after one. Montreal took the lead 4-3. Man, he had him beat too. He just couldn't get it with his backhand. Canadiens took the lead after 4-3. Flyers got a goal in the third and forced overtime. We went to a shootout. 1 goal in the best of 3 format by Philly, and they get the 5-4 win. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and or subscribe on your way out. Thanks for tuning in. Gonna have to hustle and get things set up for the next game. So yeah, did they get all the shots here? Doesn't look like it. I don't know. They've got 2 shots for each. They must have missed some. I don't. There's usually a shootout report. There we go. Yeah, so Demidov wide left. Zegras got the goal, snapshot. Caulfield snapshot. Must have been a save. Michkov saved. So that was 1 for 2 Philly, 0 for 2 Montreal. Then Suzuki wide left with a backhand. He tried to go forehand to backhand, had him beat, just couldn't draw the string and poke it in the net. But yeah. Oh, I'm just rooting for. I love Montreal's logo. I love their red jersey. It's like my favorite jersey. I'm just rooting for Canadian teams. From the Chicago area. I don't get Blackhawks games, and I do like the Kings, and I'm rooting for the Hurricanes. But yeah, I kind of want to root for the Canadian teams too. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. No, you're right. They don't add shootout shots to total. You're right. So the total was 42-20. Or maybe they do just for that goal. But yeah, and the player doesn't get credited for the goal either. Yeah, I've always loved the Montreal. I had the white jersey from like 30 years ago, and then I bought this one because I love 47 brand stuff, and this one has a hoodie. And I like the lacer look. But, yeah, I love it. So, yeah, I'm just kind of rooting Red Sea to New York City. The captain is, yeah. Oh, you mean the actual jersey? Yeah. I found this on eBay. I couldn't believe it, and decent price. But all right, that's gonna do it. Thanks so much. Gonna get ready for the appreciate the chat. Thanks for chatting with me, and it makes the live stream go smoother. I think it's more interesting for everybody as well. But I'm gonna get set up for Red Wings Golden Knights. We'll see you in like 5 or 6 minutes. Until then, take care. Hope to see you in the next one. Unfortunately, 74% were wrong. 26% got the correct score or correct winner. Pray for New York City. What do you mean, the Rangers or for yeah, they did take one on the nose today. Hurricanes won. Yeah. They're so up and down this year. I've got a Rangers friend, that's a Rangers fan, and yeah. It's been such a wild year for them. I hear you, MF J4. All right, thanks, everybody. Got to get ready for the next one. Golden Knights hosting the Red Wings in a couple minutes here. Thank you all for watching. Sinbin Stream signing you out, wishing you all well, and bye-bye. Oh, with the mayor. Yeah. Sorry, forgot about that. Yeah, good luck. All right, thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.